Alright, hello friends. So my wife and I just got this free solo camper. So we already pulled it home, about 2.5 hour drive, and did really well. But just to be cautious, I want to add a sway bar to it. So what I bought was the Curt Sway Control arm here. So it's got a socket on both ends. It's kind of like a brake system. So if you loosen this tensioner, it lets this bar slide in and out. So, and it's got kind of like a sandpaper or like a file type finish, and then it's got a brake pad material on both sides. So I just wanted to show you. I'm gonna get this installed today. Set up here, but what comes with it is the sway control bar, some directions. This little ball here is what mounts onto the trailer. Has this extension tab that you weld on to your hitch, and then that's where this little ball would mount into and be on the vehicle side for when you're towing for this sway control. Comes with some pins to lock it in underneath the ball once it's on, and comes with these self-tapping, they say self-tapping like lag bolts. You do have to pre-drill an 11 30 you got to pre-drill 30 hole for these to go into. So over here at the tongue, so this is an extra like bracing plate, and you measure from the center of the tongue, like where it would sit on the ball, 24 inches back, and you can see I made a line. I put the trailer ball mount piece here and lined up with the bracket, this bracing bracket that goes underneath. So I marked out my holes. You can use a punch so that your drill bit won't move around. So I'll show you that. But so I drilled 2 holes to start with and put the bracket up here, and then I'm helping to use the bracket as part of my drill guide so that my bits don't drift and I miss, hitting these holes. So I will show you that here in just a moment. Okay, so just to show you, just use the punch. I'm sticking it inside the hole where I'm going to be drilling, and just I'm actually going to turn here and get a better swing. And just get a good mark so your drill bit won't drift. Okay. I'm using a little 3-in-1 oil with my drill bit. Alright, so as you can see, I drilled with a slow speed, not trying to overheat my drill bit. When you're drilling metal, just go slow, enough to get through, but just go slow so you don't overheat your bit. Use plenty of oil so you keep the bit lubed up and cooled off so it doesn't go dull. One thing I should say, this is a tube frame here. Some of them will be like a channel, more like an I-beam, but this one's a tube. But always make sure you know what's on the back side before you drill. This does have a breakaway brake system, but that's all underneath. I already checked my tubes. There's no wires running inside my tube, so I'm in good shape. So now that I've got that drilled out to 11/32, finish up the other ones, and that will then let me bolt on the little mini ball and the rest of the bracket. So I'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay guys, so I now have all the holes drilled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of these in. On the outside corners, so that then I can use the ball bracket, which mounts more in the center of this, and we'll get that all on there. So I'm just going to put these on snug for the moment. Okay, now I'm going to take out the other two that were holding it as my drill pattern. Okay, so now I've got the ball mount for this back side here. And just snug so I can move it around a little bit. Okay, so now my plate and ball mount are all on here. I'm going to torque these down a little bit. I don't know a torque setting. I'm just going to go really tight and go for that. Okay, so the way this would mount, let's see, so you put the back side on here, run a clip through. Okay, that gives it plenty of room, won't come off. And then I still have to go and weld on the bracket, the tab, so that then a little ball will mount next to my towing ball. And then you would put that on here, put another clip through to lock it onto that ball, and then you set your tension here. So see, it slides in and out, but it's to create some stability. But I can tension this and get it to where it'll slide when I'm driving, but not slide, you know, just set a tension to control any sway on the trailer. Alright guys, I'll show you the little bit of my welding the tab on here next. Okay guys, so I just wanted to show, so I'm gonna go ahead and weld this tab on. I did some grinding, get a nice clean edge, beveled it so I can build up some weld. Just trying to get it on there good and solid. In the directions it shows that you should be 5.5 inches from center ball to center ball. I'm with the tab they sent me, I'm closer to 5 1/4. So hopefully that still gives me the turning radius I need, but that's what I've got to work with. So I'm gonna sit this down and just do a couple welds, and then I'll show you once I've got it welded up and I'm done. Okay guys, got it welded on there, cleaned up. I think it's ready for paint. All right, till next time. Okay guys, so I've got all the holes drilled, made sure that the self-tapping bolts go in. So now I'm just gonna pull them out one at a time, put some thread lock on them so they don't vibrate out, and just keep everything solid and tight. So I'll do that right now. Alright guys, so there we've got them all thread locked. Should be good. I'll double check with the ratchet here just to make sure that they're good and tight. Alright, I'll be back with connecting it up to the Jeep. Okay guys, so I just wanted to show you real quick. So the main sticker makes it look like it would go this way. But that would have been if I installed it on the passenger side. I went ahead and installed this on the driver's side just to make it easier for me when hooking up, so I don't always have to go around the vehicle. But in doing so, then this tension bar for the brake pads was upside down. So I went ahead, took the bolt out, flipped it, and now I'm just going to put some all thread lock on there, not all thread but thread lock, and put it back in the opposite way so that when I install it, for me, the main sticker will be upside down, but my tensioning will be right side up and everything will function just like it should. So just wanted to show you that. So that's what I'll be doing. Okay guys, just wanted to show you the final here. So like I had just said just a bit earlier, the sway bar, the sticker and everything was kind of set up to be on the passenger side. I went with the driver's side, very easy to do. I just had to pull out this brake tension bar, flip it. Then I did also flip this friction plate just to make it easier. It was put in with Loctite, so I did have to use a breaker bar to get it loose, but I just wanted to show you the final little product here. Okay, so there it is. You can see it does rotate, has some flexibility, and then you just tension this here a little bit, and then I would just pull it, test to see if it's squeaking, how much friction's there. But there you go, guys. There's the Sway Control Bar installed. All right, have a great day.